Hey guys, what I decided to do here is create a quick little video for you to help you get your LinkedIn profiles ready. About 5 of you guys showed up today. I'm hoping you guys are working hard on this. It's 30 points of your midterm, so keep that in mind. So Mohammed was one of the ones that showed up today, and I'm going to use his as an example of what you guys need to do. So first of all, Mohammed's got a great photo, looks great, very professional, perfect. His title here as a student is really good. Management Information Systems, University of Missouri St. Louis. Do not say student at the University of Missouri St. Louis. Say student of digital and social media marketing at the University of Missouri St. Louis, or information systems specialist or student at the University of Missouri. So this is really critical for your keywords, okay? Then next, what you'll list and what's going to show up is kind of what you put as your current job. So Mohammed works at the Recreation Center at the University of Missouri. So that's showing up as his employer there. Now, when we look at his summary, we see that's just a little too scant. It needs to be beefed up quite a bit. So here I have pulled together just a little guideline for components of your summary. So this is what I'm going to expect you guys to think through. So your education, classes, and why should be your first paragraph. I am a junior at the University of Missouri St. Louis studying information systems. In particular, I'm taking courses in Java, HTML5, C, etc. So again, you want to list those key buzzwords. If you are a marketing major, again, you're going to say, hi, I'm a student at the University of Missouri St. Louis studying digital and social media marketing. I'm currently learning such things as Google Analytics, paid search, search engine optimization. So list user experience, list those buzzwords in there. So when an HR rep is searching for an intern or a potential employee within the St. Louis area, they'll stumble across your profile very carefully. And then what you'll want to say is something like, I particularly enjoy majoring in information systems and these disruptive times. It's critical. Everything is wrapped around mobile technology and it touches on so many things, and I just find it fascinating. So throw a little bit of your passion in there as to why you're majoring in that as well. Then your next paragraph should be how you're working your way through school, because most all of you are. So it's as I attend the University of Missouri St. Louis, I am also work in the financial aid office and student aid, and I'm responsible for inputting all student data into the system using, Java programming or whatever. So put that in there as well and specify how you're working your way through school. And then what's key here is your current jobs are not your forever jobs. These are what's working your way through school. So find those opportunities. So one of the students that showed up today is a server at PF Chang's. And again, I asked her, I said, well, what do you do? Do you train new waitresses and do you close down? And she said, all the time. I said, well, then you need to put that in there. That in addition to serving, which I totally enjoy, and working with public, I'm also responsible for the training of new staff, and I also close in the evenings, because again, that shows responsibility, leadership, teamwork. So think of those buzzwords. It's not so much that you're waiting and serving food, it's what are the skills you're gaining there. And they're giving you opportunities for that your future employee is going to gravitate towards. Then if you're doing volunteer work, or you're on the basketball team here at UMSL, or you've participated in, let's say, one of the UMSL hackathons, which is coming up soon, highlight that as well. Say, in addition, I also do volunteer work regularly for this organization or that organization. I am also on the UMSL basketball team, etc. So put those things in there. Then you kind of move to your last paragraph on the personal side. In my spare time, I enjoy running, doing triathlons, any competitive sport. I also have a dog that I enjoy walking in the morning and reading fine books. So that's kind of to wrap it up and to close. So those are the major components of your summary. Okay, so that's really what Mohammed is going to need here, is 4 nice paragraphs of about 4 lines each, kind of. Okay, then we go into his experience. So again, we want to remove student from experience. That doesn't really make sense. And here he is the intramural official at the student rec center, which is really good. He needs to elaborate on that. So in talking to Muhammad, he and one other individual are the ones that officiate a lot of the intramural sport activities, flag football, basketball, things along those lines. So he needs to kind of list that out, all of the intramural sports that he is responsible for. And again, he and another kind of official are responsible for overseeing those particular activities going on at the rec center. So he needs to play that up, that he has good leadership skills, team building skills, things along those lines. So basically play that up, perhaps bullet out some of the stuff, but list all of the sports that he's involved with as well. Education, fine, nothing more to say there. With respect to skills, so again, what I'm telling everybody to do is go to your network. So here Muhammad has 93. Find those that he feels comfortable asking, like Dr. Maurice Dawson, who I see is right here, and asking Mo if, hey, would you please endorse me on SQL and HTML and Java, for example. So right now I'll go in and I will endorse Muhammad on Java. And again, all that does is that will cause these to kind of pop up to the top. So if an employer is looking, they'll say, oh, wow, a lot of people have endorsed him on Java. So again, think, strategic here. I'm not sure customer service works here from Muhammad. Perhaps I might actually remove that, and you can go in and remove those as you want, but go in, ping, and message several people on LinkedIn and tell them what you would like them to endorse you on to help build this up a little bit as well. Let's see, languages, great. So Arabic, I think somebody else was speaking Spanish. So again, what you might want to put Mohammed up at the top there, and that maybe third paragraph is, in addition to speaking English fluently, I am also fluent in Arabic. So again, that's another great skill to have, especially as most organizations are international now. So what else is nice is Muhammad has a couple of organizations that he's involved in, which is really good. So that will be up in that third paragraph that we mentioned before, his involvement in these organizations. And then we see we also have a certification here from the American Red Cross, which is nice. So all of those things look well. Now, the other thing we talked about when Muhammad was in class was the fact that he is also going to be involved in the big UMSL hackathon this coming weekend, and where could he put that? So I think what you could do is you could put that in another section is what you can do, because it's really not a job. It's just kind of another activity that you're doing. So if I jump over to mine, because I can't do it on his because I don't have ownership of Muhammad's profile, but if I go over to mine, you will see here, so let me just go back here, here I am when I log in. Let's find my profile. I just click on my picture, add a new profile section, and again, I could do something of adding new, I could do something where I'm adding new skills, perhaps, which might make sense, or other accomplishments. So add another section for that, and that's where you would probably put the hackathon and say, participated in the 5th annual UMSL Global Hack, which included over 500 students, a 2-day hackathon where I gained valuable experience in entrepreneurial thinking, brainstorming, coding, working in a team environment, etc. So play up the vastness of it as well. So that's what you want to do there. And then lastly, what we have is we kind of have following, whatever entities on LinkedIn you're following or groups that you've joined. So, I think this is great. Muhammad has a New York Times, Wall Street Journal. That's super. There's his society he's a member of. I think the other thing he should do is find a couple of IT sort of groups to join, and maybe even marketing, because Muhammad is also doing a minor in marketing. So again, that comes back up to his summary when he's talking about the first paragraph is education. He'll also want to say, oh, in addition, I'm also minoring in marketing, because I understand in today's world, everybody needs to know how to market themselves, their products, their services, in using the latest in digital communication tools. And that would be a great way to emphasize why you're adding that additional minor. And I think it's perfectly fine. He said he's seeking an internship in, so there is nothing wrong with an ask. I'm currently looking for full-time employment in XYZ. That's certainly not out of the realm to put in a LinkedIn profile. So let me just show you how to find groups again, which I was mentioning here that Mohammed and most everybody needs to just be strategic here. You don't have to engage in the groups, but again, it just looks good. So if I go up into the search query and I type in technology, okay, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to click on groups. And now here are all the groups that deal in technology, tons of them as you could see. So here is one on CRM experts, 139,000. So that would probably look good. Customer relationship management, which certainly utilizes database and customer information and technology. I think there was something else here, if I remember, a group on artificial intelligence, robotics, Internet of Things. That might be another cool group just to put there. And then the nice thing about these is, again, that gives the employer a sense that you're staying relevant and up to date on some of the latest conversations wrapped around this. Now for Mohammed, because he's also doing a minor in marketing, he might want to, again, go into digital marketing and just see if there's a group or two that looks interesting here. Here you go. Here's a big one: digital marketing, social, search, mobile, and more. 379,000 people. They will certainly let him in. Might be interesting to join into that group. So hopefully that helps you guys understand kind of what we're talking about and how to get your LinkedIn profile up to date, looking good, and I hope this helps, guys.